Alright, so a couple years back I was watching the movie WALL-E. As you guys know, everybody has to evacuate the earth, and they send in these mechanical things to clean it up, all the trash. I wasn't really paying attention, I didn't really care, because I didn't think it pertained to me at all, because it was just a movie. But after a while I realized that it does pertain to me, and if we as humans continue to live how we are, we could end up like that, and end up living from a beautiful place like this to this. And so, here to talk to you guys about waste, and I see waste as pointless because it is stoppable, and we can control it, and it's like not necessary, and there's a way that we can reduce it. I don't think eliminate it all around, but we can reduce it to a great amount, and it's extremely harmful to the planet and to us and even our future generations, maybe down the line it might be. The problems with waste is time. It takes multiple years for some types of waste to decompose, and so like a leather shoe or something in the ground might last for 50 to 80 years, and even some objects like styrofoam and glass, scientists don't think ever decompose, so they could be there forever. And area. Waste takes up a bunch of land, as you know, because let's say Waste Management picks up a dumpster, they take their waste to a landfill, which takes up area, because that's where the waste goes, is in the land, where anything could be on that land rather than waste. So you could have a golf course, you could have a recycling center, you could have a house, anything. And it also does not do any good for the air. It pollutes it and does not help at all. The solution for waste would be to eliminate almost all waste so that there's none around. That would be the best solution possible. And in order to do that, first of all, you have to have willing people. You gotta have people that are willing to go ahead and make a change rather than just, oh, who cares? You gotta be able to make sure they are willing to do what has to be done in order to save the earth from waste. And recycling is probably one of the biggest things you can do. Down here are recycling containers, which would be a great thing to have anywhere. So let's say you walk through Shepherd and you see any trash cans, beside or around those trash cans, you just put recycling bins, and then rather than just throw away everything, you could throw away, not throw away, but put into a specific category, like paper or glass, or any type of specific recyclable material you can put into cans. Biodegradable, some things can be made into biodegradable material, such as this chip bag. Sun Chips now has this thing called biodegradable bags, which after 13 weeks, they decompose and are gone. And so if you can make all chip bags out of this, or all material similar to this out of this material, and have it decompose, that would reduce the amount of waste there is on the earth. And use less. This is a great example of using less, because I'm seeing more and more nowadays. This is a chip bag, and almost half doesn't get used at all. That is empty space. And so you could just cut that off or fill it up and raise the price or whatever you got to do. That way you could eliminate a lot of extra waste or cost for the company that doesn't need to be used. You could almost make 2 bags out of that one container for those bag of chips. And compost, just get anybody or any group or business or anything to start up compost piles. Just put all your waste, like food, and eventually Mother Nature will do its thing and decompose it itself. And deposit on bottles and cans, I think would be a great idea for anything. Water bottles, Gatorade bottles, even like soup cans, like tomato soup and vegetable soup and all that. Put a deposit on that so people recycle them rather than just throw them out. Like pop bottles, people don't throw pop bottles out very often because they know they can get money for them. So if you did that with other cans and bottles, they would also do the same thing for that. Some people might think, well, why should we even do this, or does it even matter? Because some people I've heard say, well, I don't really care because I'm not going to be around in a couple hundred years to even worry about this. And it does matter, because in this picture, the generations, maybe this guy doesn't care, but everybody below him will be affected, whether it's his family or friends. And so if you do go ahead and help rather than don't care, you'll have a better, or your children or your friends will have a better opportunity to be better off rather than waste-filled earth. So those are my sources. Hopefully you guys learned that waste is not a good thing and there are ways to stop it. Thanks.